Do you like your movies?
Yeah, I do. I'm really proud of Part 3. I mean, I had some problems with the middle of Part 2. I thought it bogged down. I like the beginning and the end of Part 2 a lot. I think Part 1 is a minor classic already. And yeah, I think there's a need for these movies. There's there's something that the kids can. Yeah, there's something the kids can call their own. Don't you remember? Come on. Remember back to your old Reeboks, what you liked when you were 15?
Yeah,
Come on.
Not scary stuff. I hate to say this, Freddie, but I can't go and see your movies. I am too afraid.
That's all right. You know, there's all sorts of movies we all don't see. I'm not a big fan of watching Joe Clayburgh take Valium, but there's obviously an audience for that movie too. This is a movie for someone else.
I like The World of Henry Orient.
I love The World of Henry Orient. I love that movie. Peter Sellers. Oh.
How do you get ready to be Freddie?
Ready to be Freddie. Boy, she can turn a phrase. Well, I tell you, I sit in a chair, and Kevin Yeager, who is the handsomest makeup man in the world, does my makeup for like 4 hours, and we drink a lot of coffee, and we talk, and I get more and more ornery as they put more and more glue on me, and in about 4 hours, there's nothing left of Robert Englund. It's just this cantankerous cuss named Fred Krueger.
But how do you even look in the mirror? I mean, doesn't that frighten you? Because all I've seen of you is like a television promo for Nightmare on Elm Street. I've never forgotten it. I've seen that face once, and it's burned in my memory.
Burned. Good choice of words, Val, because that's just what happened to Fred. He's disfigured from the vigilante parents that burned him to death. Remember, 2 wrongs don't make a right. And yeah, it's ugly. I've told this story before, but for anyone that hasn't heard it, I fell asleep in my honey wagon, my dressing room, in the making of Part 1. And, most movies are worried about losing the light. We were worried about getting the light because we shoot at night. And the dawn was coming up, hour of the wolf, whatever that time is, just before sunrise. And the AD banged on the door of my honey wagon. I had the lights off, and I sat up and looked in the mirror, and I'd forgotten that I was in the makeup. And I had morning mouth, and everything else, and I was sort of like half asleep, and there was this bald little man looking back at me. It seared itself into my brain, that image. Yeah, I've scared myself.